Let's dive into the world of overhand knots. The overhand knot is probably the first knot we all learned when we learned to tie our shoes. Hello everyone, welcome to Knots with Neka. Let's go over a few terms. When one rope crosses over another, it's called a cross. When one rope bends over another rope, that is called an elbow. When one rope comes around, creating an elbow, and back up, essentially creating two elbows and pointing in the opposite direction as where it came from, that is called a turn. And when we create a turn and come down one more time, essentially creating 1, 2, 3 elbows, that is a turnaround or a round turn. So in creating an overhand knot, we first create a cross, we then create an elbow, and we create one turn. And then we tighten it down. And when we tighten down that overhand knot, that is a stopper knot. And the name stopper knot tells you what it does. It stops the rope from being pulled through whatever the rope is threaded through, but can also be used in other knots to prevent ends from sliding through the knot. You can also create the overhand knot around an object to secure your rope to something. You bring your working end around your object or maybe through a loop, create your overhand knot, and cinch down tightly. Now this knot is not a knot that's very secure. It's more for temporary things or when you're doing like bracelet crafts, if you need to hold your strings onto something to be able to work on the bracelet, or for something that's simple and lightweight. But if you were to pull on this end hard enough, this end would slip through the knot and the knot would become undone. So you can use a stopper knot on the end, and that adds just a wee more security to a not very secure anyway knot. But if this was being pulled hard enough that this end would start to feed through the knot, starting to come undone, the stopper knot would stop it from pulling all the way through the knot. But because it is only a single overhand knot in this fashion, even the stopper knot at some point can pull through the knot and it all comes undone. This was only the introduction to overhand knots. There are many more overhand knots for us to tie through. Stay tuned. Happy tying. Peace.